crown of the head up, eyes down to put the dura mater under tension, maximum extension of elbow and wrist with maximum lateral rotation of shoulders, flex to the coronal plane, and press up toward the sky. And while we were resting, let's continue with our exercise demonstration for exercises to help with spinal decompression. And right now I'm going to be demonstrating the L4-L5 ELDOA. The purpose of this exercise is to create space between the L4-L5 vertebra, and if there's any type of compression at the L4, it can affect your ankle dorsiflexion. If there's any type of compression at the L5 nerve root, it can affect your great toe extension, so pointing the big toe up toward the sky. The nerve plexus that is most likely going to be affected is going to be the lumbar and sacral plexus, and the nerves that are most likely going to be affected, both at L4 and L5, it's going to be the sciatic nerve, the tibial nerve, the common superficial and deep peroneal nerves, as well as the lateral cutaneous nerves of the lower leg or calf, and the medial plantar nerve. And then with regard to the specific one at the L4 nerve root, it is going to be the femoral nerve, obturator nerve, and the saphenous nerve. This can manifest as weakness in the anterior tibialis, your extensor hallucis longus and brevis, the peroneals, the gluteus medius, as well as the hamstrings and calf. And it could also manifest as pain or paresthesia in the lateral compartment of the leg, as well as the medial calf, ankle, and the medial toes. With regard to the exercise, this is another one of those bilateral exercises, so we're only going to be performing it once, and we're also going to be in a seated position. For the exercise, we want to go ahead, we're sitting on the ischial tuberosities or our sit bones where the hamstrings attached to, and we want to go ahead and we are going to start by placing the heels at the level of the ischial tuberosities, roughly 1 fist width apart. From here, we want to go ahead and flex the knees to 90 degrees. We want to go into plantar flexion by pointing the toes toward our head, eversion by pointing the soles of our feet away from each other, and then we're going to drive our knees down to the ground by going into abduction and lateral rotation. At the pelvis, we want the coccyx pressing down into the floor as with the knees. We want to maintain retroversion of the pelvis or a posterior pelvic tilt. We have a flat lumbar spine, a flat thoracic spine, retropulsion of the cervical spine by tucking the chin in. The crown of our head is pushing up to the sky with the eyes looking down at the floor to put the dura mater under tension. With the arms, we want to go into maximum extension of elbows and wrists, maximum external rotation of the shoulders, and then flexion of the shoulders to the coronal plane, and we're pressing the palms up toward the sky. So just to recap, heels, level of the ischial tuberosities, fist width apart, flex the knees to 90, go into dorsiflexion, eversion, lateral rotation and abduction of the femurs. We have retroversion of the pelvis, coccyx is pressing down, flat lumbar, flat thoracic, retropulsion of the cervical spine, crown of the head up, eyes down to put the dura mater under tension, maximum extension of elbow and wrist with maximum lateral rotation of shoulders, flex to the coronal plane, and press up toward the sky. We're going to maintain all of those components for 1 minute, and then we are going to slowly come on out of the posture. If you have any type of neurological symptoms or any type of either weakness, pain, or paresthesia in any of the muscles that I mentioned, go ahead, give the L4-L5 ELDOA a try. And then during the next rest period, I'm going to be demonstrating my go-to ELDOA for sciatica. It's going to be the L5-S1 ELDOA. But for right now, our rest period is up. It is time for set number 7. That was just a tiny taste of what can be found in my members only section. If you enjoyed it, become a member for only $5 a month to get access to hundreds of member only videos.